The Sovereign Mind, Reclaiming Your Education. We live in an era of the expert. Everywhere you look, there is a coach, a guru, or a digital mentor promising to unlock your potential for the low price of a monthly subscription. We have been conditioned to believe that if we want to change a habit, heal a wound, or learn a skill, we must first find someone to hold our hand through the process. But today I want to argue for a different path. I want to argue for the sovereign mind. I want to talk to you about the power of the autodidact, the self-taught individual, and the quiet radical act of reclaiming your own education. The guru as a crutch. Psychologically speaking, we often seek out gurus because we are afraid of our own silence. We want someone to tell us we are on the right path. We want a guarantee. But a coach's proven system is often just a generic map designed for the masses. When we cling to these figures, they become crutches. We stop looking inward for the answer and start looking at a screen for a like or a nod. True personal accountability cannot be purchased. It must be forged. When you pay for a course, you are buying a temporary feeling of progress. But when you walk into a public library, you are stepping into the greatest laboratory of human thought ever assembled, and the only cost is your time and your focus. The library, a debt-free sanctuary. The public library is the most democratic institution we have. It is a place where you can access the same wisdom as a billionaire or a scholar free of charge. Why go into debt for a self-help masterclass when you can read Marcus Aurelius for free? Why pay for a productivity seminar when you can study the journals of the world's most disciplined minds in the stacks of your local library? By utilizing the library, you remove the financial pressure that often clouds our learning. You are no longer a customer being sold a solution. You are a student of life, choosing your own curriculum. The power of the classics and the difficult book. To be a true autodidact, however, you must do more than read what is comfortable. To truly grow, you must challenge your biases. I encourage you to reach for the classics. Why? Because the classics have survived the sieve of time. They have endured because they speak to the fundamental truths of the human condition. When you read a book written thousands of years ago, you realize that your modern problems are actually ancient ones. Read widely. Read the people you think you disagree with. Read science, read poetry, read history, and read fiction. In psychology, we know that the brain grows when it is forced to reconcile conflicting ideas. If you only read books that agree with you, you aren't learning, you're just decorating your ego. But when you grapple with a difficult text, when you struggle with an idea that challenges your worldview, that is where the real coaching happens. That is where you grow. Ownership is the ultimate skill. The greatest benefit of self-learning isn't just the knowledge you acquire, it's the character you build. When you teach yourself a skill, you develop a brand of self-efficacy that no coach can give you. You learn how to fail, how to troubleshoot, and how to find your own way back to the path. You stop being a passive recipient of information and start being an active architect of your own identity. You don't need a guru to tell you that you are on the right path. You are the only one who can determine that. By taking ownership of your education, you are telling the world, and more importantly yourself, that you are capable, that you are curious, and that you are free. So, my challenge to you is this. Cancel the subscription. Skip the 5-step program. Walk past the guru and walk into your library. Pick up a book that looks a little too hard for you. Sit with it. Let it frustrate you. Let it change you, and let it teach you. The tools for your transformation are already within your reach, bound in paper and ink. You have the keys to the kingdom. It's time you started using them.